Now, instantly, we were both scared because the first thing that you think about when you're experiencing a glitch like this is you're terrified that it will stay that way. What would the world be like when you only have each other and there is no one else moving or even alive, active or animated? Our lives revolve around other people, people who do jobs for us, people who take care of things. It's a terrifying thought to think if the world remained that way, eventually we would have other needs that we could not take care of because we didn't have the skill sets needed to take care of things. Now, true, we would have ample food and items, but for how long? I guess there would always be canned items and things that would last, so food wouldn't be an issue. But what about electricity? What about nuclear power plants not being tended to? All of a sudden, the world became so fragile. And how could the weight of the world be put on two people who were just trying to have fun at Disneyland? It was a scary thought. But I'm not going to lie, there was a selfish, fun part of me that said, I know this is horrible, but we don't know how long this is going to last, and this could be over in a matter of seconds or even minutes. Let's go get on some rides and see if the other rides that we like are actually on. And if they are, let's just enjoy the park while we can. Because what it did mean is we would be the front of the line on every single ride. It took, I think, a few minutes for us to stand there kind of in shock. So many things run through your mind. You run through the how to take advantage of this interesting situation, but you also feel that level of fear. And I did believe in my gut that it couldn't stay this way. I felt that it would switch back, but still those little fears that, oh my God, what if it doesn't? But it also seemed like an opportunity. Who wouldn't want to be at the park without the hassle of having to stand in all the lines, to be able to go on any ride and be at the front, to go into any store, to any restaurant and eat? And so my husband said, I want some chocolate cake. And I thought I was kind of hungry too, and we were right by Blue Bayou, the restaurant that is actually inside of Pirates of Caribbean. And we both got this look in our eyes because this was an opportunity to see behind the scenes things that we were never able to see before. But we wanted to get something to eat, so the first thing we did was we walked through into the restaurant of Blue Bayou, and we just followed where the waiters were entering behind the scenes into what would be the kitchen. My husband and I both loved pasta and salmon, and so we went back there looking for the pasta and the salmon dishes that were up, if there was anything that was already made. And sure enough, there was pasta, and there were a few other dishes that were up, and some things that were still cooking. And so we made ourselves a plate of something to eat. And we didn't carry cash on us, so there was no way for us to actually pay for anything. So after we ate, my husband went behind the host desk and found a Post-it note and decided that he would write an IOU, like Dumb and Dumber. But the truth is if this glitch stopped and everything went back to normal, there's no way that we could explain to anyone who would believe us nor would I want to explain that to somebody. That, hey, I need to come back and pay for this item because everybody was frozen a little while ago. It just wasn't something that we were going to be able to explain to people. So we ate. My husband did get some chocolate cake. And we decided the next ride that we would go on is Raiders of the Lost Ark. And again, all the people in the walkway, in the line, all frozen. The employees frozen. But as we got up and walked all the way through the tombs, the catacombs of Raiders of the Lost Ark, and right up until we got to the conveyor belt that had all of the vehicles that you get into, like clockwork, we got in, seat belted up, and the ride took us through. And this eerie feeling of being in the park where all human beings were frozen in time, while also being excited to cut through all of the lines and to be able to ride all these rides. But again, it was eerily quiet of human voices and incredibly loud, to the point that it was so loud we had to cover our ears because the lack of human voices meant that the audio was so blasting, so loud to our ears that we had to cover our ears. It almost hurt. And that in itself was causing a disruption in the full joy of the experience of riding the ride, because it was both a blessing and a curse. We could have and do whatever we wanted, but there were repercussions of not having humanity enjoying the moment with us. Hey, Spooky Review Club, let me know what you're thinking, and if you like this so far, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or leave a comment. Don't forget to make arrangements to come back for part 3. Hurry back. Thanks for watching. Hurry back.